I've had this specific journal for writing stories for over a year, and I've been able to consistently do it every single day. And I'm going to talk about why this is so important and how you can start doing this today. I'm pretty excited to share this with you because I've been able to live a lot more interestingly and get a lot more done, get more opportunities in life, which help me learn, get experiences, and enjoy life more. Who doesn't want to do that? So I don't want you to miss out on this. It doesn't take long at all, and it's actually designed to be as easy as possible so you can stay consistent in this. Well, I titled this journal. You can do it online too, but I recommend starting off on paper so that it feels more real and you're not on your phone as much. But I just labeled it Story for Every Day of My Life. I started this 3 years ago, and my first story literally reads, "Today was the first day I actually focused on storytelling because I realized how important it is for conversation and provides value for every day." My face lit up when I heard this because it was another skill that I learned was important. So I instantly went to my room to write this down. Your first story can literally be the moment that you realize that this happened. And this idea, by the way, comes from this book called Storyworthy. I'll show a picture on the screen so you know exactly which book I'm talking about. It's an amazing book. It's a great read. I've learned things from that book reading it 3 years ago that I still remember and use today. And what's cool about these stories is that you can you can get so many things out of it. So, what I did at the end of this story is what I learned. I learned another important skill, and it also made me realize that I am able to apply something right away. I instantly went to my room to write this down. Also, saying my face lit up when I heard this. It describes how I'm feeling, and you could kind of paint a picture for how I felt when I first discovered this, like opening a treasure chest. And as I did this more and more, I started to write stories that were shorter and shorter. So, for example, the one I randomly pulled up November 23rd, when I started this July 17th, is Karma in Sorry. So, that's just talking about how what that phrase means is that it's a game that I played, Sorry, a board game, and the karma I've gotten in it. So I do something sort of mean in that game, and then I get payback from doing that. So the purpose of doing these things and why I think it's so cool is because it gives you so many memories. Like I forgot that I played Sorry enough to have a whole story about it, about how I got revenge. It also gives me something to learn from, as something like you get what you give, or, everything comes back to you, some type of lesson that I can get from it. And also, it's just encouragement to live an interesting, unique life. So I'd recommend trying to get at least 2 to 3 stories every single day to write about. The cool thing about this is that you don't have to go in depth and get a crazy meaning behind every story that you write, but it's just to have a quantity of stories so you can pick out those quality stories to talk about. And some stories that you find will be so good that you'd constantly want to bring it up and use it as examples to engage the people that you're talking with, or just have a cool story to talk about. For example, what I like to usually say in some of these videos is that for staying consistent and working hard is that I used to wake up at 5 a.m. to go outside, put on my coat, my hoodie, and film when my voice is still raspy from waking up, and I'm literally waking up as I'm outside. I'm filming this video really quickly, and then I'm going inside, I'm editing something else, a previous video I've made, and then I'm editing it, I'm rendering it, and then I'm putting it out there, uploading it on YouTube just in time for me to catch the bus to go to school. And I'm doing all of that from 5 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. And it feels like I lived a whole day before the day even started. Most people are still sleeping. Most people are still getting ready for the day. Having some interesting story like that to talk about, maybe it wasn't the most interesting, but having those memories, those reminders, those sort of lessons about how that pays off, it gets really cool. It also is a great way to kind of break the cycle of just going on your phone whenever you have a second to do so. When you're at home, you can think about some stories you can talk about. It's really cool. If you feel like you're wasting hours a day on your phone and you're serious about fixing it, if you want a clear path to follow with step-by-step guidance, apply in the link in the description to get back 28 hours a week as soon as possible. I'll look at some random stories that I have and just talk to you about it. Okay, there's this one story of when I was playing football or soccer and the ball went over the fence. I had to go under the stands to get it, crawling on rocks and going downhill. Basically, this whole adventure to get this ball that went over. I made a day in the life video a while ago. A time I was outside and there was a bunch of geese flying / migrating and quacking echoingly. So I think you get the idea behind this. It's a really cool way to understand what's going on every single day, and I hope you can get some encouragement from it and see it as a cool way to challenge yourself. If you want to connect with hundreds of like-minded people who also want to live a more interesting life, get more ideas on what to do besides doom scrolling on their phone, click the free community in the description. Have a great day.